Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
An intruder broke into Brick House Pizza in West Richland today. What police discovered when they arrived at the scene.
Also ahead, police responding to Pasco High School during Friday night's game after reports of gunshots. The investigation is raising new questions about what really happened.
Plus, as food prices rise, many students are encountering food insecurity. We'll tell you all about the program the Richland School District is launching in response.
And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is overlooking the Yakima Valley. Meteorologist Hayden Nix is in for Stacy Lee. When exactly could we see a pattern shift ahead in our weather? Find out as Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
And a good Tuesday evening. Thank you for joining us. I am Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is October the 7th.
First at 5 o'clock, we begin in West Richland, where police are investigating a break-in at Brick House Pizza, which happened early this morning. Our crews were there shortly after. Officers say someone smashed through the front door with a rock and went inside. A delivery driver arrived shortly after and scared the intruder away. Luckily, nothing was taken. The restaurant did thank the driver, police, and employees who helped clean up and board up the door. Despite the damage, the restaurant was open for regular hours today.
The Pasco High School football game went into lockdown Friday night after reports of gunfire near Edgar Brown Stadium. Police rushed to the scene around 8:30 during the Bulldogs game against Walla Walla High School. Officials say staff spotted a group wearing masks across the street before people heard what they say sounded like gunshots. Gates were immediately locked with no one allowed to enter or exit. Officers searched the area but found no shooter, no shell casings, and no damage.
We dig up any evidence that we could find. And to this point, we haven't been able to find anything to substantiate anything of the shooting, right? So no video, no physical evidence, nothing like that. So we could be looking at a backfire situation, cars driving by.
Police stayed through the rest of the game to make sure everyone got to their cars okay. The Pasco School District says they are grateful for the quick response from Pasco police and staff, whose actions helped keep the school community safe.
All right, time to get a first check at your first alert forecast. Meteorologist Hayden Nix filling in for Stacy tonight.
And he has the very latest on when rain chances may ramp up.
All right, we had a beautiful day out there across the area with temperatures in the 70s this afternoon, but we are going to begin our transition phase tomorrow with our next weather pattern coming in, which we'll talk more about in just a moment. Temperatures tonight back to near normal for this time of the year with readings in the 40s and even some 30s out there, especially in the higher elevations of the Cascades. White Pass, just for example, at 36 degrees. In the Blues, we'll likely have some upper 30s as well in between those readings that will be in the lower 40s there. And then as we continue into the day tomorrow, temperatures will start out a little bit on the chilly side, but we will see a progression to some warmer readings out there. So at 8 o'clock, as the sun's continue to come up, we'll be in the 40s for most locations, Walla Walla around 50 degrees. And then as we go to around lunchtime, we'll be in the 60s and then heading into the 70s once more by 4 p.m. As we continue on into the rest of the week, though, keep in mind we are going to be transitioning to a wetter weather pattern and also cooler weather pattern. We're going to be talking all about this a little bit later.
Hayden, we'll see you then. Thank you. Heading to Richland now. Here's some food for thought, quite literally. The Richland School District Community-Based Transition Center has launched a new inspiring program. It's called Food for Thought, and it's already making a real difference in the community. Josie Vesser, a second-year student, shares what this program means to her and the community. Though nervous at first, her excitement to help others shines through.
It's really important to show other people because that way that they have a reason to send their kids to this program if we show them what we do and what we're here to do or what we stand for.
The program began when Scott Pipo, a special education transition teacher, noticed many students faced food insecurity, and on especially the weekends along with breaks, partnering with Grocery Outlet on Queensgate, they created Food for Thought.
Pick up food on Monday mornings. I do on my way to work, and it is based on what the students decide they want to make that previous week. So, for example, this week we have Hawaiian pork chops, and picked up the supplies, bring them here. We go over the recipes. The students spend the week preparing and freezing and packaging the food, and then we get on Fridays at the end of the school day, we meet up at the school and deliver these 10 meals to 10 identified families.
Each week, 10 families receive the cooked meals, helping 50 to 60 people with nutritious items, while students gain valuable life skills toward independence. The hope is to expand and sustain this vital program as food prices rise.
Yakima County Fire District 5 says it's nearing the final stages of construction on its new administration building and dispatch center. Take a look. This is actually a fresh look you're getting here at the work. District leaders are thanking the community for their support as the project nears completion. The new Station 10 in Zilla is expected to follow soon after. Next up, renovations at Station 3 in Hera and Station 5 in Parker are scheduled to begin within the next 2 weeks.
On the national front, Attorney General Pam Bondi on Capitol Hill today, appearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee.
That's right. Bondi was grilled on topics from drone strikes on suspected drug cartels, use of the military in U.S. cities, and her handling of the Epstein files.
Michael Yoshida has the latest.
United States Attorney General Pam Bondi testifying before U.S. lawmakers.
I took office with two main goals: to end the weaponization of justice and return the department to its core mission of fighting violent crime.
Bondi sparring with Democrats over the Trump administration's push to deploy the military in U.S. cities.
I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago. If you're not going to protect your citizens, President Trump will.
I've been on this committee for more than 20 years. That's the kind of testimony you expect from this administration. A simple question as to whether or not they had a legal rationale for deploying National Guard troops becomes grounds for a personal attack.
Bondi also asked about allegations from Republican senators that as part of the January 6th investigation, the FBI improperly spied on them by obtaining phone records of GOP lawmakers.
You've seen this document, Attorney General Bondi. Well, what was going on here? Who ordered this? Who ordered the tapping of the phones of United States senators?
Bondi saying she's looking into the matter. The AG also pressed on other issues, including drone strikes of suspected drug cartel boats, the so-called Epstein files, and investigations and personnel decisions which Democrats argued had been motivated by politics. Bondi often deflecting and attacking.
And you rail against dark money.
Wait a second.
You work with dark money groups all the time, Senators. You shut down the government. You voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here.
In Washington, Michael Yoshida.
Democrats pressed Bondi on the topic of allowing President Trump to prosecute his political enemies. Republicans pointed to the weaponization of the Justice Department related to the call records obtained from Special Counsel Jack Smith's investigation.
Following this newscast, World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of the government shutdown and new guidance for the COVID shot. Well, in more local news now, the Kennewick School District is getting ready to host a community safety summit tonight.
This comes as police say there was an online threat made to Kamiakin High School last month.
Well, that is where we find Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz. He joins us live.
So what can attendees expect from this forum, Caleb?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, there's a lot that we can expect. I'm right in front of the Kamiakin High School Library, where, we're about an hour or so away from the Community Safety Summit. So if you aren't caught up to date on what's been going on, there are a lot of things that kind of prompted this. Last month, there was a threat that was made against Kamiakin High School online, and the FBI alerted local law enforcement about it. They were able to make an arrest, and there wasn't any future threats or anything to the school. So, things seemed pretty well, but a lot of the community was still a little bit nervous about it and kind of had some questions. So that's kind of why we're here today. So this thing is going to kick off at about 6 p.m. and basically there's going to be a question and answer session where people can ask questions. They can submit them online before, or they can ask them in person, and that will be they will be asking a panel that consists of the superintendent, the police chief, Kennewick Police Chief, and the county prosecutor. So there will be a few different local law enforcement agencies as well as the superintendent of the district to talk about that. So there's going to be a variety of ways that people can learn a little bit about future safety proceedings, see how they can help out with, making sure that everybody is safe within the district, as well as just answering any questions that they have. So so this will start at 6 p.m. and we're going to continue covering this. So stick around for our 6 p.m. newscast. We'll have some more for you. Back to you guys.
All right, we'll check in with you then, Caleb. Still to come here, though, on the news at 5, this state launches a new way to alert residents about prescribed burns, how the service aims to keep communities safe and informed.
And let's go outside. Here's a live picture from our Richland Skycam, thanks to Legends Casino Hotel. Meteorologist Hayden Nix is back with your full first alert forecast. And man, Wendy, it is feeling like fall, right?
Feels great out there.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. How so? We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest, so we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
The clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
WSU Art on a Palouse Farmers Field. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
The news at 5 continues. The Washington State Department of Natural Resources is rolling out a new way to keep you in the loop about prescribed burns happening near your community.
It's called the Prescribed Fire Notification Service. It's a free tool that sends text or email alerts when a planned burn is scheduled near locations you choose. The DNR says the system helps people understand when smoke is in the air and it's from a controlled fire, not a wildfire.
Prescribed burns help reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfires and improve forest health. The DNR says this service also promotes transparency about when and where burns take place.
So anybody that wants to sign up, they go into our burn portal, create a quick account with just an email address or a phone number, and they basically just choose a location that they're interested in and how big of an area around them they want to be notified for burn activity.
Cork says users will be notified about proposed burns 7 days in advance. You can monitor multiple locations, and the service includes burns from other agencies, not just the DNR.
In Oregon, Hermiston may not look like a place known for trees, but city leaders say caring for them is more important than ever. Thanks to a $1 million USDA urban forestry grant, the city is working to preserve and grow its tree canopy in local parks. The grant has helped the city inventory every tree in its park system and create a long-term plan for maintenance and replanting. Officials say in a dry desert climate, even a little shade goes a long way. The project also identifies trees that may be stressed or in need of removal.
Trees, they really provide a real asset to park facilities. People, sit under them, enjoy the shade, all those types of things. And so in the harsh environment that we have for trees, this was an important project to go out, inventory, some of these trees.
The city's website now features an interactive map showing the condition of every tree and where new ones could be planted.
Well, sex trafficking is growing in the Tri-Cities, and local advocates say it is worse than many realize. Mirror Ministries in the city of Kennewick has been working for more than a decade to help survivors and raise awareness about the problem. They have been working for more than a decade to help the survivors. Now, the organization provides counseling, art therapy, and other services. Executive Director Tricia McFarland says they've helped more than 700 people since opening, and this year alone, they've seen a significant increase in new cases.
We did not foresee how big of an issue it is right here in our own community. This year we have seen, we're on target for over a 50% increase in the number of assessments, new people that we're seeing that we're being able to help step into freedom.
Mirror Ministries continues to expand its outreach by training schools, businesses, and first responders recognize the signs of sex trafficking and connect victims with help. All right, in health news, an estimated 33,600 women will be diagnosed with lobular breast cancer this year.
Researchers say it remains understudied despite its prevalence.
Mandy Gaither reports.
It's a lesser-known breast cancer that develops in a patient's milk-producing glands, and cases of lobular breast cancer are on the rise in the U.S.
Most people aren't familiar with this subtype, and I think it's because the short-term prognosis is very good.
But Rebecca Siegel with the American Cancer Society says that there's a delayed detection of this type of breast cancer. Long-term prognosis for advanced disease is not good. She's the senior author of a report that found there's a critical need for more research into this specific disease.
We need to distinguish this cancer in clinical trials so that we can find more effective treatments, because incidence rates are actually increasing quite steeply, more steeply than for other types of breast cancer.
Because tumors and those with lobular breast cancer grow in a linear pattern or maybe spread out, Siegel says they don't form a lump like other breast cancers and can be harder to detect during a mammogram. So she says women need to watch out for other signs, including nipple inversion, hardening of the breast skin, or dimpling of that skin. If these symptoms are consistent over a week or two, she says go see a doctor.
Adjuvant chemotherapy doesn't really work. So we need to distinguish this cancer in clinical trials so that we can find more effective treatment.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, tomorrow will be the midpoint of the work week, and of course this is going to be the time frame which we talked about where we're transitioning to a different weather pattern across the Pacific Northwest, and this one's going to increase our rain potential. In fact, we're going to break it down into 2 rounds. I'll step out and show you the time frames here. It's going to be starting tomorrow night, lasting through Friday morning. This is going to be the first round where the main focus is going to be across the Cascades. But look what happens though, heads up here going into the weekend. Round number 2, which would last through the end of the weekend into early Monday morning, we'll see more rain, yes, for the Cascades, windy conditions, but we'll also see an opportunity for rain chances to pick up elsewhere across the region. So you can see the kind of step up motion there, 10% tomorrow, going into 60% by Saturday, and then we'll start to transition back to a drier note going into the early part of next week, but still keeping rain chances in check. All at the same time that this is happening, temperatures are going to be trending downward as well. We've been right near normal for this time of the year, but we'll start to switch gears to much cooler than average as we continue on. So there's the big weather pattern. You can see that dip in the jet stream right there as we continue to see a low becoming cut off from the Gulf of Alaska and parking itself over the Pacific Northwest. It's actually going to hang out offshore for at least another 24 to 48 hours until it really begins to move towards an onshore. Now with this setup here, we're going to see more of that moisture content in the Cascades. So as it does the orographic lifting of the moisture, we'll start to see our best rain chances right on the far western edge of our viewing area. And that'll be for Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. But look what happens as we head into Friday. Notice here we begin to see that low moving onshore, and then by Saturday we've got moisture spread across the area, and this will allow us to see a little bit more activity beyond just the higher elevations, seeing some rainfall down in the valleys. So that'll be good news to see there, and this will continue on as we head into Sunday and then try to wrap it up Monday into Tuesday before we see things drying out. So rainfall forecast for your Wednesday through Friday time frame, you're going to see again the better chances across the Cascades. Step out and show you it's less than 1/10 of an inch elsewhere. As I mentioned, this is just kind of starting to see a better realization of what's to come. Through Friday, that's what we're looking at for estimated rainfall amounts. We'll get a better eye of what's coming up this weekend. For tonight, temperatures in the 40s and 30s, very typical. Tomorrow, just a couple of degrees warmer than where we should be in the valleys. They're 74 in Tri-Cities, and we'll go with 60s elsewhere. Your extended forecast for Tri-Cities, notice rain chances, best of which on Saturday. Temperatures drop out of the 70s. We'll go to 64 Saturday, 61 Sunday, 50s possible early next week, and that'll be the same story for Yakima. We'll also have those breezy conditions, don't forget that. Best rain chance for you will be on Saturday. We'll keep it at 30% prior and the day after Saturday. Ellensburg, 40% Friday, 50% Saturday. Temperatures start to cruise into the 50s as early as Saturday, and we could be flirting with upper 40s by Tuesday for high temperatures there. Hermiston will keep the rain chances a little bit lower for you, but still seeing the possibility there. And lastly for Walla Walla, 71 Friday, 62 Saturday, 59 on Monday. Rain chances best of which Saturday and Sunday.
Hayden, thanks. Up next, our spotlight comes from the Kennewick Fire Department.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
I love the fact my wife is taller than me. We are very different people physically. She's taller. We're also different races.
Here comes Brad Williams.
I'm in a mixed race marriage, mixed race relationship. My wife is half Chinese. I'm half.
Growth Spurt Tour.
Some of you got that joke. Okay, some of you got it. Some of you are just staring at me like, what's the other half? And I'm like,
Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Brad Williams. Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Injured in a car wreck or slip and fall? We're right here, your neighbors, your lawyers, fighting for you. Call the local experienced team who cares. Call the home team, where you meet your attorney in person. When you need help, hire the home team who fights for you. More cash for your crash. Capuzza Lighty, accident injury lawyers. Local, experienced, ready to fight for you.
Meet an artist whose canvas is a farmer's field in the Palouse.
We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just a fake.
Fly the Northwest over Cougar art.
Carving on the ground, the ancient people have done it forever.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next, E.T. Taylor Swift's Tonight Show showstopper. Plus,
it's a big deal.
From Spider-Woman to Frankenstein, we're at J-Lo and Jacob's star-crossed carpets. Plus, Catfish host Neve Schulman.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
The new iPhone 17 Pro is finally here. And at US Cellular, you can get it on us with no trade-in.
Wow, the new iPhone is thrilling.
It even has the ultimate pro camera system.
Too thrilling.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Time for the Spotlight at 5. The Kennewick Fire Department is congratulating a firefighter paramedic for his courageous actions. Garrett Trappett received the Civilian Service Award from the Sheriff's Office for saving the life of a 77-year-old woman with dementia who went missing last week. Officials say Garrett found her and carried her uphill to responding medics. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Connect with us through social media. Final word next.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Roll into some serious cash this October at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Roll the dice to reveal your poker hand. Hit a royal flush and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? No problem. Every hand wins cash or free play. Then join us Saturday, November 1st for not one but two grand prize drawings with 6 winners. Come roll for the Royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Can your pad absorb everything and stay fresh? Always Flex Foam can. It's the only pad made with the flexible foam core that locks in blood and sweat while the top stays dry, keeping you up to 100% leak and odor free. See what foam can do for you.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
All across America.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
And right here in the Northwest, wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
Good morning, Northwest and GMA. The #1 way to start your day.
Good morning, Northwest.
Let's get one last look at those 7-day forecasts around the area, starting with Tri-Cities. We will have to 70s in the forecast for a few more days, but notice temperatures are trending downward with that cutoff low starting to move on shore. We'll get a little bit chillier as we head towards Monday. Rain chances Thursday through Monday, best of which will be on Saturday. The same case for Yakima. Breezy conditions throughout with all of this, mind you. We'll keep 50s in the forecast Sunday through Tuesday for Walla Walla. Monday and Tuesday 50s for Hermiston.
Thank you, Hayden. Hey, here's your reason to smile real quick from Chuck. Love this picture of geese near the Richland Yacht Club. Look closely and you'll see them there in that cloud. As always, this is sponsored by Lifetime Dental Care.
Hey, thanks for joining us here at 5. We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
We'll see you then.